Welcome to Why You Struggle to Lose Weight. My name is Julie Payton Monk and I'll be taking you through today all the different reasons of why you struggle to lose weight. An area of much frustration, especially when you feel like you're trying everything and nothing's quite shifting the weight. So today I'm going to take you through, share my knowledge. So just to let you know a bit about myself, I'm Julie. I'm a healthy lifestyle advocate. I'm a personal trainer, nutrition coach, a female health and performance coach, and I'm also a cancer and exercise prehab and rehab specialist. So what does that mean in terms of qualifying to share with you why you struggle to lose weight? Well, I have many hours of coaching clients on a one-to-one basis and also in a group basis. And this is based on physical, mental, emotional, and nutritional health. Whole myriad of challenges and things that interact with each other. And I say that in terms of people think mental health, you never mentioned your specialist in mental health. But everything we do on a daily basis, all the actions we take, all come back to the decisions we make around our nutrition, our fitness, our health, what we choose to do, the things we don't do, and they're all driven by emotions. And one thing that I didn't say is that I'm also a life coach. So the reason I'm a life coach is because I believe, as I said, everything comes together, everything works in tandem. Just isolating personal training, just isolating nutrition coaching, no, it all comes in one. You are a unique individual and there's lots of patterns and habits that form you as an individual, and it covers all aspects of those areas. So let's get stuck in. So we're going to talk a bit about myths around weight loss, why you struggle to lose weight, specifically around female health and weight loss, and what we can do to help you. So first up, what are the myths around weight loss? First up, menopause makes you gain weight. Now, often I'll speak with women who are either perimenopause, they're going through the menopause, or they're out the other side of menopause, and they feel like they have the menopause cloak of fat and they can't shift it, and it doesn't matter what they do. Facts are, unfortunately, ladies, if you're eating more calories than you're using, then you are going to carry extra weight. So menopause itself per se does not cause weight gain. It's what you're eating, the actions, the activity you're taking, and the quality of the foods and the breakup of the macronutrients around protein, fats and carbs that are the things that make you gain weight. So it's really looking at your overall healthy habits. So that's a myth that menopause itself makes you gain weight. Now, certain foods are a sin. Now, and some of you might have been a member of a diet club, you might actually be a member of this diet club that uses the word sins to describe foods. So it's okay for you to have a fruity strong bowl, that's fine, but to have an avocado, that's a sin. So there's lots of disparities that people get told and they think, oh, well, this is a big company, it must be true. But you've got to remember these guys are marketing companies that make money. They make money from selling you their products, selling you their lifestyle, and they keep getting you coming back because initially you'll lose weight, but then as soon as you stop doing it, you'll gain weight. So they want you to keep coming back and pumping money. So yeah, certain foods are a sin is not true. You should be eating all foods, no such thing as banned food. If you want to eat pizza all day, you can do. If you want to eat broccoli all day, you can do. You'll not feel great for living off either of those, but as long as you don't go over your calorie threshold, then you'll be able to maintain your weight. Next one is around you need to do cardio to lose weight. So I see this a lot with people who start working with me or I have initial conversations with, and they'll often say, oh, I need to do running. I hate running, but I'm running. I'm like, why? Why are you running? And they're like, oh, because I need to do that to burn calories. I'm like, that's not true. You don't need to beast yourself with cardio in order to lose weight. It is a myth. If you're looking to lose weight, then your priority should be around your nutrition, what you're eating, and then looking at strength training. Yes, cardio is good because obviously there's a number of benefits for heart health. So yes, we look to do cardio training, but not for the sole purpose to lose weight. This kind of culture we have around beasting yourself so you can have that cake is not valid. Also, not to say that you can then do a workout and then have a cake to reward yourself, not if you want to lose weight. Otherwise, you're not going to get the results you want. Now, the next myth I want to touch on is carbs make you fat. Not true. Again, carbs solely do not make you fat. If you're eating too much of all food groups, that is what's going to make you fat. Carbs is actually our main fuel system. You might see some people say that they feel bloated after eating carbs, but that may be some intolerance they have to certain carbs, certain food types. I personally myself have an intolerance to things nowadays like naan breads and certain pizzas, depending on what their raising agency is that they use. But it's certainly not to do with carbs making me fat. Carbs, we need them as our main energy system, and if you want to be doing cardio or high intensity training, you need your carbs. The brain needs carbs, so we should be eating all food groups unless you have a proven intolerance, and I say proven in terms of you've been to a doctor and it has been looked into, researched, and they've done the appropriate tests to confirm that you have a tolerance to a certain food group. Now, next one, lifting weights will make you look like a man. Now, if anyone's seen some of my social posts, you'll see me speak about this before. Biologically, how we're kind of made up, the female body, is not possible for us to look like a man. Now, when people worry about this or say this, for me, they're thinking of the female bodybuilders or the female bikini models, who can be quite muscular. Now, these individuals have to do incredible training, incredible dietary restrictions, and also training in general. Just the nutrition work they have to put in, the training work to get to that place, and readiness for those competitions is immense. So by you lifting weight, you will not look like a man, and actually every female should be lifting weights of some sort, especially as we go into the menopause and the other side of the menopause. We need it. We need to be lifting weights for our bone strength and to prevent osteoporosis. And after menopause, we lose muscle density because of the shift in our hormones. So females, we need to be lifting weights, and it won't make us look like a man. Now, another myth, vegan foods are healthier. Now, this sometimes comes from people saying that they feel better after transferring to a vegan diet, but actual fact, they might be feeling better because they've got a dairy intolerance, and it's been the fact that they've cut out dairy that's made them feel better, not the vegan food per se. And also because a lot of vegan foods are highly processed and deep fried. I know I used to have a well-known vegan restaurant downstairs from me, and honestly the street smelled like a chippy. It was like deep fried oil smelling all the way through the street. So a lot of the foods are fried, a lot of them are highly processed, containing a lot of sugar, a lot of salt. Not necessarily true that vegan foods are healthier. I think a lot of people haven't clocked onto the fact, like we speak about vegetarians and unhealthy vegetarians who are overweight, not eating a good diet. It's also the same can be said for vegans. All these processed foods, ready meals that are in the supermarket, check out your ingredients list, and I'm sure you'll see that they're not actually that healthy after all. So if you are vegan, I always question, what is your motivation for it? Why is it you're vegan? And if it is to be healthier, there's lots of ways you can do that without needing to go to a vegan diet. Obviously, if you do want to do that for different beliefs, knock yourself out, but please ensure that you look at your nutrients in your body and what you're taking and how much you're eating in terms of protein and micronutrients to make sure you don't have deficiencies. And if you're vegan and you're feeling tired and lethargic, or you're not feeling so great, please go and see your doctor and check for any nutrient deficiencies that you may have from not having a whole complete range of food. Okay, walking doesn't count as a workout. So this is something where we can think we have to get a sweat on, really train hard, punish our bodies in order for it to be counted as a workout. That's not true. Any movement counts, and that's where the 10,000 steps comes from, and it's just purely about getting people moving more. I mean, many people sometimes struggle to get kind of 2,000-3,000 steps or 5 or 6. Try and get 10,000 a day can be quite challenging, but you don't have to go to that level. Walking does count, and it's about improving the number of steps you do on a daily basis to burn more calories, and movement feels great, and getting outside will help improve your mood too. So that's a whistle-stop tour of what are the myths around weight loss and foods and dieting. And I'd also touch on that, the word diet, and people are like, oh, I need to start my diet on Monday. Diet is anything you eat. So we're all on a diet, because actually the word diet means whatever you eat. I think marketing have taken it and run with it, and now it's seen as a thing of cutting back or reducing what you eat or punishing yourself with what you eat. But diet is actually whatever we eat. So I'm on a diet, you're on a diet, we're all on a diet. If you eat food, you drink liquid, we're all on a diet. Okay team, so let's go on to why you struggle to lose weight. What are the most common reasons? First up, self-belief. The self-belief that we can lose weight and enjoy ourselves. I'll let that sink in for a minute. You can lose weight and still enjoy yourself. So one of the things I always say to clients is we don't look to omit food groups. But it's about enjoying food, not punishing yourself. So if you don't eat salad, You don't have to eat salad. I personally don't eat salad, never have, never will. Don't like it, can't stomach it. Simple. So I don't eat salad myself. It's not something I enjoy. So why am I going to punish myself trying to eat salad? Then you end up not eating the food, being hungry, and then snacking on rubbish. So it's that thing about what is it you enjoy eating, and to lose weight, you can definitely do that. And there's a self-belief in terms of that you can do it, that you can stick to eating a healthy lifestyle. Now, you are allowed to eat cakes, you are allowed to eat biscuits by all means, but it's about the self-belief that you can change your lifestyle that prevents you. I speak to a number of people who are like, I want to lose weight, I'm on board, I want a meal plan, or I don't want a meal plan, I want an intensive coaching you're going to do in terms of looking what I'm eating on a daily basis and doing that analyst work around it and tell me where I can and can't improve. And then what happens is they start doing it and they get the fear. They get the fear of, oh my God, what if this works? What if this changes? What if I can't do it? And I think often the self-belief that you can change and that it is doable is what prevents people from losing weight. Another big thing is denial. The denial around what we're actually eating. A lot of people say, I've got a really healthy diet, I don't eat that much. And when you start digging into what people are eating, those biscuits in the afternoon, 1 or 2, quickly adds up to 200 calories, times that over 7 days, times that over 4 weeks a month, times that by 12 a year, and very quickly that adds up to a frightening number of calories that you will have to work your butt off to burn off. So all these little habits we accumulate but we deny, the sauces that we add, how we cook our food, the things where we think we're not that bad, we've cut back on our sugar, we only have 1 teaspoon in our tea now, oh we just have a little bit of full fat milk in our coffee, whatever that looks like, or we'll go to Starbucks and Costa and get a tall venti latte or whatever you call them, and all these things add up and count towards your calorie intake. And as human beings, we're not great at actually noticing what we eat and drink. It was a study done with nutritionists, and even nutritionists were bad at recording everything they eat and drink on a daily basis. We're not too great. There's a mixture of denial because we're not great at recording what we actually have, to also that thing of just not admitting how much we are or aren't having. Another one is around our culture. So our culture in terms of drinking, eating in front of the telly, things like that. So what are the beliefs that you've built up as you've grown up around food? So the culture around adding salt to foods, especially if you're Scottish. We have a good thing of adding salt to a lot of food. So whether that's salt to boil veg, whether that's salt to soup, we automatically add salt. That's one example of culture. I also touched on the whole thing around drinking, so having a few drinks to relax and unwind because you've earned it, because you've been at work all week, or you've been working, you've had a bit of a shitty day. We always have different cultural things that push us around our food choices, our drink choices. And around that is that thing of being seen as being boring if you're maybe not having a drink. Oh, what's wrong with you? You've been a bit boring. The pubs are open. Let's go and have a drink and go all in for a big night out. So it's always thinking about what are the influences around you that's also affecting you trying to lose weight. Because often it's changing the culture of friends and family that can pull you in and think, oh yeah, they're on another fad diet, here we go, it'll not last, and they'll offer you the biscuits, they'll offer you the cakes, or they'll think, oh, we don't fancy that, I want a pie tonight, or I want a chippy. So all these people around you that aren't used to you trying to change and eat in a healthier way are going to kind of try and pull you back. So if you really want to make the change and you've got the belief to do it, you're owning your decisions, then it's about sticking and standing firm about actually I'm making a choice to change my lifestyle, and I'm going to make this work for me so I can live a healthier life and be the best version of myself. So we've touched on self-belief, the denial, the culture. Another big thing is stress. So stress is something we overlook. We tend to overlook it because we accept it as part of modern day life. Life's stressful, we get told that all the time, modern day life's stressful, as if we're meant to accept it. You're juggling work, you may have kids, you've got home life, you've got a husband, a partner, you're juggling all these things, and you've got to kind of be superwoman or superman. Can't be seen to say, oh, I'm not managing this is getting on top of me, I'm feeling overwhelmed. If someone asks me one more thing, I'm going to lose my shit. We can't say that. We've got to always be deemed to be a higher level than that, taking all these things on, and people say, oh gosh, you're busy, aren't you? You're like, yes, I've got everything, I'm juggling all these plates, life is great. And when you stop and breathe for a minute, you're like, jeez, Why am I not losing weight? Well, because you're stressed to the max. So you're stressed to the max and you're probably seeking quick fixes when it comes to losing weight. So when you're juggling all that, you look for the quick fixes, the promises, the things to follow that you think are going to help you lose weight. But the truth is, sometimes it comes with stress, you're maybe not eating enough calories. You're so busy in your day, you're maybe skipping lunch, skipping breakfast, which leads you to not eating enough calories. So you can go either way with stress. You can then not eat enough during the day and then binge at night or binge at the weekends because you're not eating enough for the week. Or you could be simply restricting what you're eating and having your body with HIIT workouts. So stress is really key, and it's also key because of the way fat is in our body. So when our body's in fight or flight mode, it wants to hold on to fat because fat keeps us warm. It also protects our vital organs. So you can imagine your body's like, what's happening? What's going to happen next? It's getting ready. It's getting ready. Do I need to fight? Do I need to fly? Well, what's going on? The last thing it wants to do is to burn fat, burn undigested food. So when you're in that state of stress, it's going to hold on to it and it's going to retain water. Okay, so that's one of the key factors around stress. There's many different types of stress that we experience, but it is another major factor in terms of why you're struggling to lose weight. Now, I touched on the other one I want to talk about, which is not eating enough calories. I actually see this a lot. Surprisingly, in many clients, it's probably one of the biggest challenges I have is convincing people to eat more food. What? They want to lose weight and I'm telling them to eat more food and giving them a lot of food to eat, and most people are shocked when I give them a meal plan because they're like, that's a lot of food. Really? How am I going to lose weight eating that food? And we don't understand, again, the stress we're putting on our body by not eating the calories. We demand a lot from our body. It needs calories to breathe. It needs calories to move around. We need calories to sleep. And by putting it in stress, it's going to hold on to whatever it gets. Whatever you give it, it's going to hold on. So by not eating enough, it's going to try and store that for when it needs it. So really, eating enough food is so key. And I would say it's actually one of the modern day challenges that I face working with clients, is getting them to understand how much food you can eat. And that partly comes from all the processed food, which is mega high in calories, compared to high quality foods that are unprocessed. So when you look at the processed meal, which isn't going to fill you up and is going to give you salt and sugar and fat, versus a high quality food and how much you can eat when it's unprocessed. And that's where people get the two kind of muddles up between the two. Okay, so giving you 5 there. So 5 most common reasons why you struggle to lose weight is self-belief, the denial of what you're actually having, the culture around you and that what you've grown up with, stress, and then not eating enough calories. Okay, let's get into the thick of hormones and weight loss truths. So hormones is something as females, a bit like stress to be fair, that we're meant to just accept. Okay, so Mother Nature, it happens every month, just accept it. Now with Mother Nature and our monthly report card, if you are in pain every month, that is not normal. Now you should experience some menstrual pain when you're actually having your bleed, but on the run up to it and for days after is not normal. So if you've got like pain for say a week, then that is not normal. It's something I've personally experienced myself, and I've had to change a number of things around my diet, around the micronutrients to help with that. And your monthly report card is really an insight into your health. So what are your symptoms that you have every month when you bleed? What is it you experience in terms of pain? And what is it you experience in terms of your flow? How does it feel? Does it stop you from doing anything? Are you in bed? It really is an insight into your health. And the reason we ask what happened 3 months ago is because when you have your period, it's your oldest egg that is released, and that is 3 months old. Yep, so it's whatever you're doing right now in your diet, and what you're eating, and your exercise, and the stress, and your hydration is going to affect your monthly period in 3 months' time. So if you're suffering right now, whatever it was you've done 3 months ago, maybe you're drinking a lot, maybe you're a super stressful period in your life, whatever that is, that's where we need to work on that now to help over the next 3 months improve that flow, improve that monthly report card, so you're not suffering every month in pain and discomfort. Now, hormones and aging well. Now, I put here it starts at 20 because this is something I discovered. It does start at 20, to be honest, it starts in your teens, because I think aging well, people think that's, in your 50s, your 60s. But us females, aging well starts in our teens, in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s, in our 50s, in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. We are always able to age well. and that is through the choices we make on a daily basis. So what's the key factors to manage our hormones and weight loss? It is a healthy lifestyle, there's no getting away from it. And back to the myth around menopause makes you put weight on. It's all about the healthy lifestyle you lead up to perimenopause and into and out of the other side of menopause. So some people plain sail through menopause and others have complete horror stories. But the truth is, the healthier you go into it, then the more chances you have of coming through it without any challenges. And you hear some people use the phrase of sailing through it, and that is why it's about the quality of your lifestyle, how you live your life before you go through that period to how you come out the other side. So what are the key factors around aging well? And spoke about hormone health. Healthy diet, movement, sleep, hydration and rest all come into play. And I hear a number of you saying, but I definitely put on more weight with menopause. Again, as we age, females, we need more protein when we come outside the menopause to maintain our muscle mass. And as we age, we move less. So if you're moving less, you need less calories than you once did. So we've got to look at all the lifestyle factors once you come out of menopause. So what is it you're doing around exercise? What is your lifestyle looking like around your nutrition habits, your drinking habits? Because whilst menopause per se doesn't increase weight gain, what does is your lifestyle, and it can make it harder to shift. Because as with anything as we age, recovery takes longer. So recovery takes longer from exercise, it can take longer from any kind of illness or injuries you have. It also means it takes longer to shift the weight. But the sooner you start, then the sooner you're going to get on that journey. So things to think about being a female: what is that monthly report card telling you? What are your symptoms? What does that look like? What is it that's driving you to age well? Do you have that motivation to think about, actually, what's the quality of life I want in 5-10 years, and how can the actions I choose today impact that to ensure I age well? Because we all want to have a lifestyle that allows us to do everything we want. We don't want to be restricted because our bodies can't do this and that. Our bodies are very unforgiving, but there's only so much that they can take before things start to shut down, things start to come to the surface around ill health. It's often said that when we turn 30 is the time we turn responsible for ourselves, and that's when it goes wrong. So when we're 30, that's when we're responsible for ourselves, and then that's why our diet and our lifestyle starts to go downhill, because we're adults and we're going to do what we want. If we want to have biscuits for breakfast, we're going to have biscuits for breakfast. Really? Like, who ever thought biscuits for breakfast was a good idea? Okay, team, so it's really about reviewing. Yes, hormones play a factor. Yes, it can affect your training. Yes, they affect our mood. They have a massive impact on our emotions and the choices we make around food. But getting in tune with your body really helps you to understand where you are and what that means for you on a monthly basis. And it's something I work with clients on because it is so super key, and more is coming out around this piece as well. Don't ever just diss your hormones and think, oh, it's Mother Nature. And don't ever think, oh my God, I'm dreading menopause, because it doesn't have to be an awful thing. Let's get you healthy. Let's get you in the strongest position for getting through menopause. And if you are through the menopause, then let's see what we can do about making the rest of your aging process as best as it can be. And one thing I'd also say about that, I mentioned I work with cancer rehab clients. And I know for a lot of people that's an uncomfortable word, cancer. But the truth is, 1 in 2 of us is going to get cancer. So me or you, but ultimately, stats are we're going to get cancer. And again, with those guys, it's about getting them as healthy as possible for their treatments. And once they come outside their treatment, helping them be as healthy and active as possible. So the whole thing around weight loss, team, is it's not just about weight loss. It is about whole life experience. Living life how you want to live it. Being free to move, being free to enjoy the foods you like, even still having a drink. It's about life experience, because believe me, when something happens with your health, it's not great. We only get one body, and we need to look after it, because there's nothing worse than feeling trapped in a body that you can't do the things you want to do. So let's work together to get the weight down, if that's something you're looking at, or indeed if you're looking at weight gain, which is also another issue, I can look at helping you with that too. So what can we do in terms of helping with the struggle? I'll give you lots of information, but I do have a 6-week program. So for those who are looking for a bit of group coaching where you get to come together with like-minded individuals, I do have a 6-week weight loss experience program. The core program gives you a meal plan to follow. You get free strength training programs, a weekly accountability group, a Facebook community group, progress tracking throughout, access to my online and mobile apps, and you also get a prize for the engagement and the biggest lifestyle transformation. And I say lifestyle transformation because it is all about lifestyle. It's about mindset, as I mentioned. It's about the physical health, the mental health, the emotional, and just your body shape changes as well. Not just scale weight, because that's only one measure, but how your clothes feel, what your body looks like. And that's 6 weeks. 6 weeks of coaching with me in a group environment. And for that, you pay £149. Now, £149 for 6 weeks is a bargain for the amount of value you're going to get. And I keep it to 10 places. So there's 10 places on the core offering because I like to keep it in a small group because I give you a very individual approach. In order to do that, I need to keep my number low. So for the bargain of £149, that's the price you pay. If you were to do that on a one-to-one basis with me, it would cost you £1,243. So you are saving over £1,000. So if the one-to-one isn't affordable for you, this is where I'm offering my group package at £149. And if you want the VIP experience, you get all I mentioned in the core package, but the difference being you get a customized weekly meal plan. So that's customized, so it's individual to you, the foods you like and don't like. You also get a weekly 30-minute one-to-one coaching call with me. You get a bi-weekly VIP Q&A, so we jump on Zoom and we do a Q&A session to find out what's working for you, what's not, any questions, queries you've got. And we also have a long-term results VIP masterclass where we talk about how to get those sustainable results from week 6 onwards. And I give you access to my Diamond Lounge, which has a whole host of information and training about female health, meals, ideas, recipes. There's so much value on there, it's unreal. Now, I only have 5 VIP spaces, so again, in total there's only 15 slots on my weight loss experience. 5 are VIP, 10 are for the core, and if you want that VIP experience, it's £279. Now, if you were to do that one-to-one with me, it's £1,812. So by doing it with the group coaching, it's enabling me to help more people and giving you it for a steal at £279. So you get all the value of the core package plus those additional extras with VIP. And if you want to bring a friend along, then I will give you a bonus for you and your friend with £90 each, where you'll get a new meal plan to follow at week 3, and you'll also get 30-minute personal training session. So what that is, you and your friend just with me on Zoom doing a 30-minute personal training session, and I'll adapt that to suit all fitness levels, and it can be body weight or include home gym kit. So that's a PT session with me, you and your friend, and you also get that new meal plan at week 3 to follow. So that's a bonus that you and your friend will both get, and it's worth £90 each. So that is my weight loss experience. As I said, it's over 6 weeks. We've got our core package, our VIP package, and a friend bonus. Now, team, what I would say, the reason I've introduced this is because I know how many of you are struggling with weight, and I know I can get you the results you want. So the results in terms of energy, in terms of the feel of your body, being confident, I want you to be living the best version of yourself, and a 6-week program is going to help you do that. So I know it's a challenge, I know change is uncomfortable at times, but I want you to step in and be the best version of yourself. So drop me a note, let me know if you want to secure your spot, and don't hold back anymore. You deserve to achieve the results you want, and I'm going to help you get there. I'm super excited to be working with you. So come and join me on that weight loss experience. Thanks, team.